I got some things I want to show you.
I got this on Iwo Jima, on the beach, on the last day we was there. The iconic picture.
You were there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. About 70 feet from the flag when it went up. But see, the cameraman was out here, and I was right behind him. I was just sitting in a hole, watching it go up.
What's in there?
Sand, black Iwo Jima sand. I've had it all these years.
He took this too. He wasn't supposed to take any of it.
You know, when you're in the Marine Corps, you do a lot of things you're not supposed to. You just hope you don't get caught.
June 6, he was on Omaha Beach not long after the initial waves landed in Normandy. He says when he got there, he saw American soldiers on the beach and landing crafts.
They had battleships. When they fired those big guns, that's when my ears left me. And that's why I'm so hard of hearing today. And that's an orange cross taken off of German soldiers. And that's a buzz bomb.
A buzz bomb.
Yeah, I took that picture with a little box camera that I had.
Okay.
Tucked away in the back of this home, in the back of this glass case.
This came off my leather jacket that I let get away, that I wasn't smart enough to keep.
Things that Jim Doty has saved for 70 years.
It's a map of the area that they put in our survivor kits, and it shows the current of the ocean, so that if you were shot down and you were in a raft, you would know how you were probably going to drift.
He showed us the things he sent home in that box from 1968.
This is the shirt that I wore out of the field. That's my shirt.
That's what you wore during the war.
Yep, Wright's Rangers. He gave us patches to put on there, and I was in the 16th Infantry. That's my rank, combat infantry badge, and that's the 2nd of the 16th.
He showed us things loved ones sent him, other things that he picked up along the way.
And these are suspenders. I weighed 231 pounds before I went to Vietnam. I weighed 167 when I left.
His original orders are in here, and his Army medical records.
The whole year I was there, I wore that watch.
This is a picture that hangs on the wall in his son's office. He showed us the boots he was wearing in that photo.
Still got the dirt in them from Vietnam.
He showed us everything he sent home in the box, from the things he carried for 360 days in combat to some things that once belonged to an enemy combatant, to lucky charms sent to him by school children in his hometown.
Our names was in the paper, and so on the back of them, lucky charms for James Holden. So I just put them in my rucksack and kept them.
He found things in Italy that he's held on to ever since. In a small closet in the back of Mr. Gribble's basement, 70 years of history.
That's my uniform, but I can't get in.
He found this flag on a submarine off the coast of Italy. So what is this?
That's a German Luftwaffe, Air Force uniform.
He found this in a locker while looking for a light bulb. He says he was allowed to bring the uniforms and flag home to Tennessee.
You're not allowed any firearms.
But he brought one of those back too. Glass cases don't talk, but they can tell stories. This glass case is one of the first things you see when you walk in a Louis Varnell store. If you get to the canteens, you've gone too far. There are 31 things in this glass case, and they all once belonged to Howard Elliott.
I know that Howard Elliott served in the United States Army in World War II.
Louis Varnell owns the History Company in Fort Oglethorpe. He collects things that once belonged to military veterans.
You're sort of like, as one veteran called me once, a history detective.
Louis got all 31 of these things in an estate sale. There's a patch from the 11th Armored Division. Mr. Elliott fought with the 11th Armored through France and Germany. There are photos, one in uniform, one with his friends. A sergeant rank insignia patch, passes to leave base, his pay record, and a bottle of halazone. They used that to purify the drinking water. All things Howard Elliott kept after fighting across Europe in World War II.
Including a telegram announcing that he had been wounded. He received the Purple Heart twice.
31 items that tell a small part of Howard Elliott's story.
When you get these items, you want to know more about them. I mean, otherwise it's just stuff.